Okay, hi. So in this session, we will try to cover conditional formatting. This is the
Okay.
topic which we had discussed in yesterday's session.
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah, I have received the file.
Yeah, okay. Okay, when we say conditional formatting, what does it mean? Any idea?
Formatting, changing it to required formats.
Hmm. Changing the format based on certain conditions.
Okay.
That's what conditional formatting says. So when I say, for an example, in column I, this is the training tracker, a sample training tracker, wherein we can see a column in column I which says training status. So in training status, I have incorporated a drop down through data validation, wherein in this cell we are getting three options: train status not started, in progress, or completed. So when
Yeah.
I what I want if somebody selects not started in this cell, it should turn into, the background should turn into cherry red color. Yeah. If he or she
Okay.
selects, somebody selects in progress, it should turn into a little amber color. And if somebody selects completed as in status, it should turn into green color. So three colors in the single cell based on three different conditions. So for applying conditional formatting, I will have to first of all sit on a particular cell. You can either select a cell or a range itself. Then you will go to
Okay.
home ribbon. You'll go to home ribbon here. Then you will click on conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is in home ribbon. So
Yeah.
when I'm clicking conditional formatting, I can see certain conditions here. These are the different shortcuts. The main condition is lying here, new rule. Since this is the first time I'm creating a condition, so I will not click manage rules. I will click on new rule. So
Okay.
the moment I click on new rule, this is a dialog box which come across to me, which have certain different parameters, different level of conditions. So in this
Yeah.
situation where I have certain text to be checked, and then format, then I have to provide format to my cell. So I will choose format only cell that contain option. The moment I'll click on
Okay.
this option, I can see that I've come across a situation wherein these are various options coming under cell value. Cell value equal to, straight away just go ahead and start typing the text which you want to provide as in condition. Make sure there should not be any variation in the text here in the condition and in the background cell. If there are any variation in terms of any junk character, any extra space, any typo error, the condition would fail and the condition formatting probably would not reflect any changes in the cell. Cell value equal to not format, not started. I have typed in wrong text here. Not started. Then click on this format button. The moment you will click on this format button, it will introduce another dialog box which will have a plate of colors under fill option. This is the option where we can select the color which would be there, which we are saying that please fill the cell with this color. So for not started, I'm saying please fill the cell with the red color. If I want to change the font color over this red color, I can select, for example, white color. Click, you can select bold, regular, italic, whatever option you want, you can select. Click OK, then click OK. This is the preview which it is showing. As you can see, wherever it was not started, the cell has turned into red color. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Now for an example, not started, if I click on in progress option, I can see that the second condition is not working for me, which I was thinking that then that in case of the cell values in progress, it should turn into amber color. So I'll select the range once again. Again, I'll go to home ribbon. Again, I'll go to conditional formatting. This time, remember, this time this is not the first time which right now I'm specifying any new rule. So I'll go to manage rule because a rule has already been in place. I'm just adding more rules to it. I'll go to manage rules. Now you can click on new rule here. Format only cell that contains cell value equal to. You will not provide text in any inverted commas, any quotes. Just straight away you would start typing. The value should be in synchronized with the value present in the background.
Okay.
Format, fill, amber color. Now, I want to give you one extra piece of information, though it is not mandatory, but this is just an extra piece of information. For example, I don't want that this amber color should be this much amber. This is amber color probably. Okay. I don't want that this color should look this much flat. I want to introduce few from few effects. Remember in our school time we used to do drawing and arts, wherein our teacher used to say, rub the pencil color or any color, and it should have this kind of, you can choose lighter and darker color. So this kind of color, background color, you can also choose whatever suits you. For example, me suits you here. Click OK. Now you can see a bit smaller little difference here. Just extra piece of information. Otherwise, you can just select the straight color itself. Font, if you want to change the font color, for example, I want to say this. Click OK. Now, because there is another rule which I want to apply for in progress state as well. I think for completed, if you want, you can choose. You could have chosen the green color itself, or you can even add it the text as well. If this is coming into quotes, Excel has automatically converted it into quotes. Ideally,
Okay.
logically, in progress should come into amber color, not completed. So I'll create another rule for completed this thing as well. Format only cell that contain options, cell value equal to, without any quotes, you would type the exact text which would be completed this time. Format, I want that this should give the green color. If you want another piece of information, extra piece of information, suppose this time I don't want to use the fill effect option, I want to choose a pattern. You can see the difference in the preview. This is,
Yeah, yeah.
remember, this is not mandatory. This is just extra piece of information if you want to add some wow factor into your this thing. This is the preview it is showing. Okay. Now you will say apply. Okay. You can see here, I'll choose one text, one cell as an example, in not started in coming in red, in progress in coming in amber color, and completed coming in green color. So this is how a standard conditional formatting is applied. This is a kind of conditional formatting wherein you are providing formatting, you are changing the formatting based on the value of the cell. Although this is just one of the type of the total conditional formatting options available here. There are more to it. This
Oh,
is just one of the example. Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now the second type of conditional formatting. In this type of conditional formatting, we would see how we can ensure that the duplicated values should be highlighted by Excel itself. So taking
Okay.
in this situation, I'll take the example of employee ID. As we all know that every individual in a single organization, in an organization should have unique ID. should have unique employee ID. But
Yes.
taking as an example, although we have just 15 records here, take an example where you are working in an Excel sheet which have more than hundreds, 200, some thousands of records, and you have mentioned some employee ID here for an example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down the line you have specified another time the same employee ID, but you
Yeah.
are absolutely not aware that this employee ID has already been allocated. So how I can as an individual ensure that the moment I've supplied duplicated value in a particular cell in a column, in a particular column, the Excel should notify me immediately. For that thing, what I'll do, I'll select this column H, the complete column here. I'll go to home ribbon, then we'll go to conditional formatting. I would choose highlighted cell rules, duplicate value. Remember, these all are the shortcuts. The main thing is here as well. So I would like to go
Yeah.
through a longer routes just for my better understanding. Although I can choose here from here also, but I'll go to new rule option since this is the first time I'm creating a fresh rule under this column, under this cell. So I'll choose only new rule option. Otherwise I would have chosen
Okay.
otherwise I would have chosen manage rules option. But new rule.
Okay.
Now I'll choose second last option here, format only unique or duplicate value. So you can choose unique values as well depending upon your requirement. But but right now I
Okay.
want to choose duplicate value. I want to ensure that the Excel should highlight the cells which have duplicate value. I'll go to format option. I'll say here maybe I can choose cherry red color with the font color as in white. Click OK. Click OK. So as you can see down the line, if I have time, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an employee ID, and down the line I have specified the same employee ID, Excel would turn into red color, cherry red color automatically, and immediately I would come to know, oh, this employee ID has already been allocated. So this is one of another
Okay.
type of conditional formatting by which we can ensure that the duplicated value should be highlighted automatically. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in this type of conditional formatting, we want to highlight top five scores out of this column K automatically. I want to do it through conditional formatting. For this thing, what I will do, this is a score column. I will highlight the entire column first. I'll go to home ribbon. Under home ribbon, I have conditional formatting option. Under conditional formatting option, I have top bottom rules. For an example, I want to highlight top five top five scorers. So I'll click top 10 items as an example. You can specify your own range here, top five.
Okay.
So these are ready-made color options. If you want to choose out of them, light red text, red border. But if you want to customize, if you want to define your own background color option, you will choose custom format option. I'll specify my own option here. For example, I want to specify the blue color, and I want to give some pattern also.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, with this blue color combination. Click OK. As you can see, although text color are not that much visible, let me provide little different color options here. uh, Let me give it a little, yeah. As you can see, Excel has highlighted top five scorers. Taking the same
Yeah.
example, for an example, this is the performance review time, and this is the sick leave balance. At times our managers are very conscious and want to see who are the top ones who has taken higher number of sick leaves during the whole performance cycle. Suppose I have in between 1 to 15 leave balance, sick leave balance. Let me copy them. This is the random list which I've created. This is a real-time situation where you want to see who are the top, or either who are the top 5% who have availed most of the sick leaves, or vice versa. You want to see who are the who are those 5 individuals who have taken very less number of sick leaves. So I can get it done through conditional formatting. I'll highlight this whole column here. From home ribbon, I'll go to conditional formatting, top, or maybe bottom 10, bottom 5 I want to see with the yellow color, with the maybe red text. Okay, same example with another this thing. In this case, I want to highlight top 50% of the total list. If I'll see the total individuals are 14, right? So 50% would be 50% of 14 would be
50% it's around
14 of 50% of
7.
14, 7. So at times, if I am required to see top 50%, I can get it done through percentage option as well. Click OK.
Okay.
So top 50% have been highlighted. So there are a lot many things that we can do. We can do it through conditional formatting.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, what under conditional formatting option, with the type of conditional formatting which I'm going to tell you, is one of the very complex, very important, and would definitely add wow factor in your reporting structure. That type of conditional
Okay.
formatting is this type of icon sets. Yeah. Let me
Oh,
show you a
yeah.
ready example. In column J, I can see that in this data set wherein I have few individual names listed here, this is the training structure of there, and initially for an example, I had taken their test and their scores, I had given them scores out of 1, out of 5, in between 1 to 5. And if a person has, let me show you an example. If a person had scored number, I mean, one stands for the lower side and 5 stands to the highest scorer. If he or she has scored number, 1 score out of 5, it is converted into red light traffic signal. Again 2 also. For 3, the light has turned into little yellow. Okay types. 4, that means the score is good and turned into green color. So this is one of the condition formatting which really add your wow factor into your reporting. There is also saying, picture speaks hundreds times better than the number says. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you will show through this option, you can tell your management that where we are leading. Are we doing good? Are we doing at par, or are we doing really excellent? So let's see how we can implement it. So let me create a list first. Initial score. I would say this kind of conditional formatting is the father of conditional formatting option. So let me create a list first. Although it is not mandatory to create a list, you can directly take the input through the user via typing as well in the cell. It is not mandatory to create a list. But if you want to restrict user to select from in between 1 to 10 only, then you will choose data validation option. I'll copy it so that the rest of the cells should also have the same data validation, same drop down available. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
first of all, as a layman, what would I do? This is not the mandatory step which I'm telling, this is just advisable step to write down your condition. What do you want? I want out of 3 color of lights For the red light, I want to see if a person has scored from 1 to 5 marks out of 10, the light should turn into red. If a person has
Okay.
scored to 6 to 8 score, the light should turn into amber color, amber light, or maybe I would say yellow light.
Okay.
Okay type of situation. If a person has scored really good, more than 8 out of 10, then he's one of the best person. Then I would say turn into green light. So this is not mandatory, but this is for my understanding. I would type always. So first of all, I'll sit on that cell. I'll go to data, not data, home, conditional formatting. Although as I said, these are the ready-made options, but I would not advise you to go directly to them. I would like you to go to new rule, since this is the first time I'm creating fresh rule to this cell. So I'll choose new rule option. Under new rule option, I would stick on the first option here itself, format all cell based on their values. Now, under this option, the sub option is to select, you have to select icon sets option. The moment you will choose
Yeah.
icon sets option, you will come across, you will be given few ready-made, pictorial, objects options. Like I have, you can
Yeah.
get it, you can do it through dots, you can show the final number through red lights, cross, different shapes, star, not filled, semi-filled, fully filled. So if your condition is more than 3, then I have 4 options here. Similarly, if you have 5 conditions, you can choose up to 5 options. You can choose whatever option you want to choose. Suppose I want to choose the red light option. Now the main thing to remember, the moment you will make a choice to your icon style, you will convert this percentage option. This is one of the mandatory steps. Do not ever forget to do it. Convert this percent into number. This is mandatory. Another thing, the the value which is 0 here under the green red light, this is the maximum range here under this criteria. The moment you will type any value to here and click in the text box below to it, that maximum value of green color would become the minimum range to this yellow colored light. For the red color, I had said I want to see if value is greater than, I will choose greater than option, greater than 8. Remember, I have type in 8 number here. The moment I will click on the next button, next text box, this 8 will become the minimum range to this yellow light. Let me click here. It has reached to this minimum. I mean, it has become the minimum range to 8. Minimum range as in for the yellow colored light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now to specify the in between kind of situation, for the yellow light, I want to cover the number between 6 to 8. So I'll say if a value is less than or equal to 8 and greater than or equal to 6, the same cell should show me the yellow light. Now,
Yeah.
once I'll click on the above text box, this 6 will become the minimum range here for the red one. Can you see it?
Okay.
Now this 6 has
Yeah.
come here. So it is covering 1 to 5 kind of situation,
Yeah.
because less than 6 is 1 to 5. Another
Yeah.
thing too, very, very important, if you want that particular cell under column N should show the number as well, along with the light, traffic light. You will not choose this show icon only, because the moment you will click on show icon only option, ultimately what will happen, it will not show the number, it will just show the lights only in the front face.
Oh,
Let me show
okay.
you an example. Click OK. For an example, I'm choosing 2. I can see 2 is still there under formula bar for that cell. Can you see it here, formula bar?
Yeah, yes.
But in the front page, it is not showing me any of the
Yeah.
figure. But if you want to actually want to see the number as well as the red light or the traffic signal light, you in this case you would like to go back and amend your conditional formatting this thing. So you'll go to manage rule, then edit rule. Now we have reached to the same window here. I will deactivate this option, show icon only, because I want to see icon as well as the value under it. Click OK, apply, OK. Now as you can see, for example, I'm clicking 6. Oh, sorry, probably conditional formatting has not been applied here. I'll copy it to replicate the same conditional formatting option. I'll go to paste special. Since this is the formatting thing which I am trying to replicate, I'll choose the format option under paste special category. Click OK. Now you can see it reflecting under each cell. Under 5 till 5 it is showing me the red light. The moment I select 6, even at 8 also I'm getting the same yellow light. The moment you select more than 8 number, the traffic signal light turns into green color. So this is one of the very important conditional formatting which you can apply in any of your reporting, any of your dashboard. Taking an example, you have 10 different sheets wherein you have under each sheet you have certain data, you have certain formula. At the end, all important numbers are coming to this main summary sheet, for an example, in particular cell. So you can set conditional formatting advanced. You can place your conditional formatting well in advance with the range of the final results, and based on the result you can specify your conditions here in a similar format. This is one of the very important and very happening kind of conditional formatting which we should learn, and by which we can add wow factors into our reportings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.